To reviewing this game, the first thing I would say is that the gameplay is very smooth right from the start, and that is one of the first things you notice. Snake moves quickly, the camera follows without trouble, and the controls answer right away when you press them. It doesn't feel heavy or delayed like some older games, and that makes a big difference when you're sneaking or running through the map. You don't have to fight with the controls at all, which makes it easier to just focus on what you're doing in the mission. There's also little funny details that make you smile when you see them. A good example is when a guard falls asleep on the floor and you try to pass him. Instead of Snake just walking right over his body in an awkward way, the animation shows him carefully stepping over the sleeping guard. It looks simple, but it adds charm and makes the game feel alive, because those small things remind you that the world is paying attention to what Snake is doing. The graphics are another part of this stands out when you keep playing. If Snake crawls through mud, it sticks to his clothes, and if he runs through water, his uniform looks wet. These are not huge things, but they make you stop for a second and notice how much care went into building the world. It makes the areas you move around feel more real. It gives you the feeling that the environment is part of the gameplay itself. Another strong point is how fast and simple the customization is. You can change Snake's clothes, put on a different face paints, or a mask without slowing the game down. It only takes a moment, and you can go back to moving through the mission. It feels smooth, and it makes it fun to try different looks while you're playing. This makes the character feel more personal, since you can quickly decide how you want him to appear in each situation. The overall look of the game deserves attention too. The trees move when the wind blows, the ground shows small details when you walk across it, and the light and dark areas create a heavy mood. All of this makes the game world feel strong and believable, like it's reacting naturally. Even though the game doesn't try to be the most realistic in the world, it creates enough detail that you feel like you're actually inside the space instead of just watching it. At the same time, the style is still very close to the old Metal Gear Solid games. The way missions start and finish, the camera work during cutscenes, and the mix of story with gameplay all feel familiar. They didn't change too much, which means players who loved the series before will feel at home here. That balance between keeping the old style and adding new touches is what keeps the game's identity clear. The animations are worth noticing too, because they give every action away. Crawling across the ground doesn't look lazy, holding up a guard feels sharp, and even the way Snake runs or climbs shows effort. Nothing looks rushed or left out, and that adds to the feeling that this is a finished and polished game. Watching these moments makes sneaking or fighting more fun, because everything has a natural flow to it. Even with the simple things make the world feel alive when you look closely. If Snake hides in mud, this gear gets dirty, and if the rain starts falling, his uniform looks soaked. Shadows move across his body in a way that matches the light around him. These may not be a big gameplay features, but they make you stop and look. Because they add layers of details that make the game more believable. The gameplay itself is a mix between serious moments and funny ones. You can play in a perfect stealth if you want, moving silently and avoiding detection, or you can end up laughing at how guards react when something unexpected happens. This balance keeps the game interesting because it never feels stuck in just one mood. It gives you both tension and humor in the same experience. So in the end, does the game live up to the hype? I think it does. It's smooth to play, full of small details, and it stays true to what Metal Gear has always been. It's not a game without flaws, but the overall package is strong enough that most people will enjoy it a lot. For longtime fans and new players alike, this game is worth spending time on, and it proves that the series can still deliver today. So guys, what do you think about this? Let me know in the comments below. And also don't forget to subscribe and like this video. And I'll see you soon.